Hi, Wayne. Thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to outline all the ways that you can increase your website's ranking in search results, so that way it generates all the leads that your business can handle. Now, I'll also show you the search volume and traffic that the top sites on Google will receive, along with the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business monthly. So just for comparison, what I've done is a quick search for HVAC and RI, and I've taken one of the top listings and then one a little bit lower down the page, and I take all those websites as well as your own, and I plug them into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine the position in the search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So just briefly, you can see by some of the numbers why these companies are outranking yours in the search results. But what I want to do is just briefly go through what these numbers mean. So as we go through your site, you can see what changes need to be made and how they're going to affect your rankings. So when Google is determining how to rank a website, it uses two factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. Now this basically boils down to a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. This acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So for a quick example, if say the local Channel 12 News did an article on their website and it said the top 10 best HVAC companies in the Rhode Island area, and in that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, you can get many different types of these backlinks from a lot of different types of websites, including blogs, editorials, any kind of guest posts, press releases like that. However, one very strong and important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. Most of these directories are free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input all the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So as you can see with the number of links that these companies have built from other websites, that's why Google trusts them and places them higher up in the rankings for the search results. But there's something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it also has a lot to do with the quality. So certain websites are more spammy than others and not trustworthy. We want to be going after links from companies or from websites that are relative to your service industry, as well as have some kind of trust and authority themselves. So that way they can transfer that to your website through the link. Now, the second factor for ranking the site is the content on your page. So if we take a look in here, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your website. So this is just where a little bit of market research gets done to find all the highest volume keywords. This shows the number of times per month they're being searched. And obviously we want to make sure that they're relative to the services that you offer and then the area that you service. So for instance, HVAC Rhode Island is being searched 150 times a month. Right now you're in the 12th position, which is going to put you right on the second page of Google. If you were on the first page, right up near the top, say positions 1 through 3, those 150 people a month will be seeing your website every time that they search. Now, where Google estimates about 10% of total search volume converts into a lead for the business, so you're looking at a potential of 15 leads per month. Now, depending on the percentage that actually turn into customers, and obviously the profit margin per job varies, but you can see just how the sheer volume of leads coming in per month can definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the month and at the end of the year. And that's just off one keyword phrase. So then repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords, making sure that they're included on the page and the page begins to rank. And you can see how that can definitely add up. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find the keywords on your site. So as we go and take a peek at your site here, I can tell it's a little bit of an older build. A lot of the new modern websites, they have drop-down menus. That's a little bit more mobile friendly. They have buttons that people can just click and it'll automatically either dial out or bring them to an email contact form. So I would say that this would probably be a pretty good candidate to try to freshen up a little bit. Another big thing that I see here is it's not secure. And what that means is when somebody goes to navigate to this website, a lot of times they'll get this message saying that the connection is not private. Now, this makes it look like the only option that they have is to click back to safety and they'll never even get to your site. They actually have to click advanced and then continue to click another screen in order to actually go to the website. So this is where you can also lose a lot of traffic. Besides that, what I would say here is we do need to add some content to it so that way we can get some more keywords on there. So normally what we recommend is Google is usually looking for about 1,000 to 1,500 words for a home page because it assumes that the more information that you have on the page, the more of an expert you are and the more likely it is to recommend you. So while it's coming in here and the first thing it does is count all these keywords, it's also searching, while it counts all the content, it's searching for those keywords. So those would be any of the services you offer and your locations that you want to service. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 100 to 150 words of content on the page. So the more keywords you want to be found for will be the more content that you need in order to qualify that. And then for each keyword, the 100 to 150 words have to be directly related to or describing that keyword. So if you want to do, for instance, um, qualify or rank for a keyword like hot water heater repair, then the corresponding 150 words need to be speaking or describing directly hot water heater repairs. Now that'll take care of the keywords for your home city on the home page, whether that's a specific city or just the state of Rhode Island. If you want it to be found and rank in other locations, whether specific locations in Rhode Island, like say Providence or Warwick, or areas outside of Rhode Island, then you would need to create individual location pages. That's just a back page that would be like your domain slash whatever the location is. And then on that page, we would get all the keywords that are specific to that location. So you have HVAC Rhode Island, there might also be specific keywords for just Providence or just Warwick, or like I said, just if you do anything in Massachusetts. And then that's the way that Google can understand your service area. So when somebody is searching for something very specific, like that town, that page will come up in the search results, and then we can funnel them back to either your home page or like say a services page or any other kind of information. Also, something to keep in mind is a majority of people are searching on a mobile device now, so we want to make sure that pages are mobile optimized. So what that looks like is if we take a look at say Atlantis, um, the the biggest thing is some kind of contact button, whether it directly calls you with one click or it brings you right to a contact form where you can fill out information and send an email. We want that to be prominent on the home page, so as they come in and look at it, they can easily just click one button with their thumb and it'll bring them right to that. They don't have to punch in an email address manually, nor do they have to punch in a phone number. It does it automatically, and then we also make sure that everything is sized properly on the homepage itself so that it looks good on a mobile format. So the way it works in the search results, if we go back here, obviously the first thing you're going to see are ads that people are paying, price per clicks. Then we come up with the map pack. This is where your Google business profile comes into play. If you wanted to try to rank in here, there are definitely ways to optimize that profile, completing as much information as possible. Even your business description, you get 750 characters. You can put some keywords in there as well. A really big thing about this, though, is taking photos of the work that you do and then geotag them, locate them with a specific location modifier in the actual embedding of the image. So that way Google can understand that image because it can't look at a picture and know what it is. But if it has a location tag to it, that'll help define your service area. So that way Google knows to recommend you when people are searching near that area. Then you want to be posting on the profile on a fairly regular basis and then getting as many reviews as you can. And then a big thing here as well is getting as many of those citations. Your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. Now this is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites is going to help you climb and outright the competition. So that way you're the first click and the first call when people are searching for whatever keyword that we're ranking for. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like me to go into any further details. We could talk about some of the goals for the business, and then I could do some research on my end to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And I always appreciate getting feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful for you. So please let me know what you thought. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.